Welcome to the Training Lifecycle Manager app. TLM is a solution within Workday designed to help organizations efficiently manage their full training lifecycle. It streamlines the process from employee request to budget arbitration and tracking. Our solution focuses on three key experiences: the employee submitting requests, the manager approving and creating team requests, and the learning admin managing the budget and arbitration. Let's begin the demo with the employee experience. As an employee, I may be interested in either reviewing my existing training requests or requesting new training. To do so, we navigate through the menu section on the employee homepage and select the Learning Hub inside the Personal tab. Here we can mainly do two things. First, we can review our existing requests using the View My Training Requests task. This allows us to take a look at past requests, their statuses, and relevant information depending on the employee role, which can include dates, topics, content, and more. Then, we can also create a new training request. To do so, we can navigate to the Announcement section and click on Read More. From there, we can click on the button Request Training Need and send our request in an ad hoc fashion to be processed by our manager. Another way to complete a training request is by embedding it as part of the self-evaluation process, where we can include the training request form within that business process. Both ways will use the same task calling to our form to complete the training need. So we can take a look from the self-evaluation process, for example, by starting the task. There you will find a step for creating the training request, and this is configurable. From there, we can click on the training need link that will redirect you to the corresponding form. There you will be able to complete the request by selecting one of the configurable reasons your admin defined in another section of our app, choosing a desirable start date and a desirable end date, a learning content from the learning catalog, a topic, a preferred location when applicable, and a comment on your request. In case you are planning to request a course that is out of the learning catalog, you can check the box. This will show you two additional fields to complete: the Out of Catalog Learning Content field and the Content Provider, where you can share relevant information associated with your training need to be considered in the following approval process. Additionally, checking the Out of Catalog option will allow you to introduce the estimated costs of your training. You have the possibility to complete the typical enrollment quantity using a higher number in case this would be group training, or just using one for individual training, and the different cost attributes such as cost categorization, a cost label for details over the cost, the unit of measure to define if it is per person or fixed, the cost amount, and the currency. After completing the first request, you can continue creating additional ones by using the New button. Once you complete all your desirable training requests, you can submit all of them at once for approval. And that concludes the employee experience on requesting training needs. Moving on, we find the tasks a manager can perform on behalf of their subordinates. After the submission of a new training request from an employee, the manager will receive a task to assign a priority to that request in their inbox. Once the priority is assigned, the manager can take different actions and approve the requests as one of them. Additionally, as a manager, we can create training requests on behalf of our employees. To do so, we can configure the corresponding task as a shortcut in our menu section. Here we go to Request Training Need for Target. From there, we have a more extensive form that will allow us to create different kinds of requests for different kinds of targets. First, the form will ask you for a priority level for the request you want to make. Then, you can create a request by worker, job family, job profile, or supervisory organization. By selecting an aggregated type like job profile, you are going to be able to select some target groups, setting the number of workers you intend to train on a certain topic, the reason, and the rest of the fields we saw previously when creating requests as employees. You can do this as many times as you want and send multiple requests for multiple people at once for further approval. And here finishes the manager experience with the app.
Lastly, as an admin, you can perform different relevant tasks that will complete the training lifecycle process. Focusing on the most important ones, we can navigate to Shortcuts in the menu section again and select TLM Admin Hub. From there, you are going to be able to perform different tasks. The first thing you are going to see in the main screen of the section is a dashboard with a waterfall graph showing the budget statuses, including the remaining budget. Also, you are going to see the distribution of the number of requests by statuses in a pie chart, followed by a graph representing the proportion of in-catalog and out-of-catalog requests received, the top 5 demanding organizations in terms of number of requests, and lastly, a list of the high-priority requests awaiting arbitration for the administrator to take action on. Then, regarding the possible tasks the admin can perform, the first one is related to the budget definition. There, the admin can view and edit budgets associated with different organizations in the company. Also, the admin can view the costs for existing courses. For that purpose, we navigate to Courses Costs, where you can view the percentage of courses with assigned costs, and view and edit costs. Then, in the Enrollment section, we can assign actual costs to past courses so it is possible to associate budget and actual costs through our app. Continuing, we will find the Request Training section, which is similar to the form previously completed by employees and managers, with the particularity that admins can do it on behalf of the entire organization. The configuration page will allow the admin to create cost categories, subcategories, and training reasons that are used as part of the training request forms. Finally, and most importantly, as an admin, we can perform the arbitration process. From there, you can start taking a look at the actual statuses and costs of all the requests at an aggregated level. And by clicking on the Go to Arbitration button, we move to the main arbitration section. There, you are going to be asked for some filters in order to focus on a subset of requests at a time. You can specify things like the target fiscal year, in-catalog and out-of-catalog, status to exclude, submission range, and others. Once you apply the selected filters, you are going to proceed to the Training Plan Arbitration task. From there, you are going to see the most relevant budget metrics, such as total budget, consumed, engaged, blocked, and remaining. This will allow the admin to control the expenses and the remainder for completing training. Additionally, you are going to be able to see the total amount requested based on the defined filter criteria. And at the bottom of the page, there's a list with all the received requests. From that list, the admin can select one or multiple requests, change their statuses and priorities, and even run simulations based on massive status and priority changes to see the impact over the key budget metrics. Lastly, navigating to each request, the admin can view additional details associated with that content request that might be consolidating all the requests under that content. And finally, they can also be modified, allowing the admin to edit all the associated course attributes we saw previously. It is even possible to reassign courses, which is useful for replacing out-of-catalog courses with in-catalog ones, or just modifying them as needed. As we have seen today, the Training Lifecycle Manager centralizes the entire learning process by connecting the employee's needs, the manager's oversight, and the admin's budget control. TLM ensures you have full visibility over your organization's training investment. Thank you for watching.